Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about the resources and contacts and some of the protections, malware and spam filters provided by Office 365. In the resources is used by an organization to manage several resources, which could be either physical or non-location specific. So when you click on the resources, you can basically see two types of resources. One's the room and another is the equipment. So room is basically assigned to a physical location like such as auditorium, hall, or conference. An ideal situation would be an IT team would reserve a room for a group discussion where you create a room by simply adding the let's call it IT rooms, IT room. This is IT room. Select the domain. You can hit the capacity 15. You can add this location like second floor. You can add the department, IT. You can add the policy. You can add up all of the necessary fields, and once that's been done, you'll get the settings where you can allow to book the meeting repeatedly, and you can also restrict the people to only schedule during the working hours, and you can even auto accept the meeting request. For the booking delegation, it's quite similar to email delegation, where someone tried to book the room. The booking message will delegate to someone someone specific, where you enter the name over here, like whom you assign. I say, yeah. You simply assign it, and you can even automatically decline the meeting which is reaching outside of your limit. You can add the days and hours with a custom message as well. So that's how you create a room type of mailbox. Once that's been done, it's gonna take a few seconds, and once it's complete, it's gonna show under the resources section, and that's added. So similarly for the equipment mailbox, it's quite similar to a room mailbox, except it is only assigned to devices and tangible products like a projector for the conference, company vehicle. The ideal case would be reserving those equipment, let's say reserving the vehicle by the delivery guy. So you can add the person to the email and send the specific message to that email. You got that guy. Yeah, so that's basically sources. And for the contact, there are basically two types of contact. One is mail user, another is mail contact. So mail contact they both are the contact outside of the organization, but the main difference between them is mail contact is in contact outside of the Exchange online organization, which will have an external email address. Also which wouldn't have an external email address to log in. However, for the mail users, it will still be a person outside of the organization, but this contact will have a login credential and can access the resources. So that's the basic difference. For the filters, I'm just gonna go to the classic version. There's basically three type of filters: malware filters, connection filters, and spam filter. It is a hosted email filtering services that helps protect your organization from the spam and malware. So malware is basically that affects your computer and spyware is something that compromise your privacy. So you can basically create a new malware filter. Simply give it a name, new filter, and add a description. You can add a custom notification if you detect the email attack, the malware is detected. You can, after that, this is the main part where you need to choose what type of extension you want to get detected. You can simply hit the shift tab, and you can select all of them. You can even quarantine the message. I'll show it to you later how to check the quarantine. But quarantine basically sometimes by mistake the Office 365 might flag some of the email as malware, which could be genuine. So in that case, you don't want to lose the email or any kind of resources. You can simply move it to the quarantine and manually retrieve if it's not spam or any harmful email. So that's what the quarantine is about. You can notify the internal sender when someone's tried to send it but it got undelivered. You can also notify the administrator. You can add the custom notification with the email. So there's all different available options you can check. You can even create a rules for the specific users. And for the connection filter is used to create an allowed list. It is also known as a safe sender list, where a list of IP, you can simply edit here and add the list of IP that you trust, and you can even create or block the list. To check the IP, you can simply go to the Google and check here what's my IP. I'll show you your IP, public IP. You can add up here. Similarly, for the spam filter, spam is something unwanted email, like unsolicited email messages. It is only applied to the inbound messaging. So when you click over here, you can choose different settings, like when you create a spam filter, new spam filter, you can add a description. You can add different options. Let's say you can Xheader, where you can add a message to identify the spam, like this is a spam, please don't open it. You can prepend some of the subject line with the text, where whichever option you choose, it will automatically enable the specific field. You can even add the block list, or even the domain, like if you don't want any email from the specific domain, then you can block it here, or you can even allow the list or allow the specific domain as well. So that's the spam filter. You can add the international spam policy. There's a few more options which you can explore yourself. And for the outbound spam, so outbound spam is spam which is sent within your organization, like if I think this has a improved version, so I think this is going to be moved to the new location. So it's spam, outbound spam. It's basically spam which is sent within your organization, so you can basically block those kind of spammy messages and perform any action if required. Similarly, quarantine. So quarantine, it checks the spam filtering policies and the what we defined before, and it helps to reduce the risking of losing the legitimate messages. Like spam quarantine provides like something like a temporary storage for messaging identifying as a spam, and those spam messages can be verified. If it's a genuine message, then you can restore it or delete it manually. So that's what the quarantine is for. And for the action center, this is where you can find the list of user who has been blocked by outbound spam policy. So this is where you can see a list of user. I think that they're going to change it. They are bringing some changes over here as well. So basically, Access Center is a location where you can see the list of a block user. And the final one is DKIM. DKIM, it is a domain key identified mail. It's basically helps you to verify the sended message to sender, so that let's say if someone man in the middle try to attack the message, and basically what the DKIM does is it adds the signature in the header so that it can be verified by the receiver, and it knows that it's secure. So yep, these are the settings for the protection. I'm going to talk more about the advanced threats in our next video, so please stay tuned. Thank you.